Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Suburban Rifleman. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to shoot the same protocol as we have in the last couple of videos, but those were pretty normal. I was shooting my 35 Remington and my 30-30. We're going to be shooting at the same steel targets today, but I thought I'd switch it up and change over to something a little bit more unusual. I've got my Mosin Nagant Model 9159 carbine out here today. I'm not going to get into the history of this carbine, what little we know about it, what it is, what it's not, what it might be. I did a video about that, about the carbine, I don't know, maybe 9 months or a year ago. So if you're really interested in the history or the potential history of the Model 9159, you can go check out that video. I'm mostly here today to showcase some rather unusual ammo I bought back in the 1990s. I've always been a sucker for a good deal, and back in the 90s, shortly after the Iron Curtain fell, there was all kinds of surplus ammunition. Regular, normal ammo was dirt cheap, and strange kinds of ammo, like we're going to take a look at today, was really, really cheap. I think I bought a case of this stuff for, I don't know, $30 or something. And this is Czech training ammo. There was a lot of so-called training ammo on the market back in the 90s that came in, and you could get it really cheap. Some of it had like plastic bullets. Some of it had wooden bullets. And most of it was loaded to less than, they would use a rifle cartridge case in the standard service cartridge, but it was loaded to less than pistol velocities. Sometimes it just had a priming compound in it with a plastic bullet or something. And basically, a lot of this training ammo was useless. It was designed so that a training sergeant could take a bunch of raw recruits, put some mats on the floor in a barracks or in a warehouse or something, and they would hang up sometimes just blankets or tent canvas, put up paper targets at 5 or 10 yards, and they would shoot these plastic training rounds just to familiarize soldiers with the use of the rifle and to get a basic idea of marksmanship. The bullet would go through the paper, punch nice little holes in it. It would hit the backstop and just fall on the floor. This is a little bit different. The Czechs were a little bit crazy. This features a 45 to 47 grain bullet, and not a lot was known about these when they first came into the United States. There were rumors that it was a plastic core bullet. I heard that it had like compressed sawdust inside of it. And of course, eventually somebody pulled one of these bullets and sawed it in half to find out exactly what it was. And it's in fact, a hollow core bullet. If you imagine a metal cup, if the bullet was standing on its base, you've got one jacket, like a pistol jacket cup standing upright, and another slightly larger diameter pistol case cup coming down over the top of it, and then it was put into some sort of a press and swedged together. So basically you've got two pistol jackets swedged around one another and nothing inside of them. So this bullet has very low sectional density, obviously 45 grains, very, very light for 7.62 by 54. It's got a terrible coefficient of drag, but it makes up for all of that. It trumps all of that with velocity. This is a full power load. So in a full length rifle, which obviously we have a carbine here, but in a full length Model 91 carbine, a full length Model 91 rifle, this bullet's coming out of the muzzle at damn near 4,000 feet per second. I think just about 37 or 3,800 feet per second out of a Model 91. And out of a carbine like this, you get very low recoil, but and you still get pretty good velocity. But you get a lot of muzzle flash, which is what I'm hoping I capture on camera here, and a lot of muzzle blast, but again, almost no recoil. And the interesting thing about this is it's actually usable. I don't exactly understand the philosophy behind this ammunition, but it shoots pretty much dead flat out to about 225 yards. If you go on 7.62 by 54R.net, they've got all kinds of data that they've compiled on different types of 7.62 by 54 ammo. And really, from the muzzle out to 225 yards, the bullet never travels more than plus 7.5 inches to minus 5 inches. So you've got a point blank range, I guess, of about 225 yards. Then the bullet runs out of steam and it just nosedives into the dirt. So, but it's really pretty cool. It's kind of fun to shoot. I have not shot any of this ammo in probably 20 years. And when I did shoot it last, I think it was through a 9130, and I got really actually quite good accuracy at 100 yards. Now, obviously, this has completely non-adjustable sights. The front sight is staked in place. We've got a tangent rear sight, which is adjustable for elevation to different ranges. So we're going to start off at 120 yards steel and see if I can even hit the steel target. Hopefully we catch some of that muzzle flash, and the muzzle blast is pretty impressive. You'll probably see the camera moving from that. So we're going to give this a try. I don't know if it's going to work out or not, but I'll definitely post it up one way or another because it's just a fun experiment. Again, I'm going to start off at 120 yards. I'm expecting to be hitting steel at 125 yards. I may then move to 153 yards. And then I could take a few shots at 240. That's really outside the range of this ammo. It's dropping dramatically by the time it gets to 240 yards. So, and also this is, again, just two pistol jackets swedged together. So I don't even know if we're really going to be able to hear it hitting the steel. I may be able to see the steel moving. I may hear it. You may not, or maybe we'll discover we can hear it hitting the steel when I edit the video in post. So this is just an experiment. It's just for fun. It's not the video I was expecting to do today, but my post office is ridiculous. And I think my postmaster may be the Antichrist. Saturday morning is basically the only time I can go pick up packages, and my post office was closed this morning with no notice, no nothing, no sign on the door, nothing. So the video I was going to do today, I'm not going to be able to do, but let's just shoot this one. I've probably talked long enough. I'll load maybe 3 rounds into the carbine, and we'll take a few shots at 120 yards steel. I don't want to adjust the legs on this, so I'm just going to use my clenched fist as the rear leg on my mechanical rest here. All right, 120 yards. No, I didn't hit anything there. Quite sure I did not hit steel. I have it set at 100 meters. Now, of course, this sight is modified, so, and it was regulated for a full-length rifle barrel, which I don't have on here anymore. And it was definitely not regulated for this ammo, so we'll just have to try to play around with this a little bit. I'm guessing maybe it's shooting high. I'll try shooting a little bit lower. Oh, I hit the steel that time. So apparently I've got to aim fairly low. And wow, even with earplugs in, this is pretty brutal. I wish I'd have brought my muffs with me. And it is amazing. There's just virtually no recoil out of the rifle. I don't know if you can see that in the video. All right, we'll aim low again. we're definitely hitting steel, and you can hear it. I hope it's coming through on the video. Let's take 3 more shots at 120 just so I feel a little more confident. Then I'll move out to 153 and see if we can hit anything there. Hopefully everything's in frame. Still shooting at 120. And it's the leftmost silhouette here in this first set of steel. I believe I hit that, but I'm not sure. It's really tough with these super lightweight bullets. That was definitely a hit. And that was definitely a hit. So now we'll try 153. Three more rounds. So I'm going for the leftmost silhouette at 153. We'll aim a little bit higher, but I'm not adjusting the tangent rear sight. I'm pretty sure I heard that hit, but I don't see the silhouette moving. Yeah, I'm definitely hitting the silhouette at 153, which is kind of amazing. I don't think I've ever shot this ammo at further than 100 yards before. Yeah, I'm definitely hitting steel at 153. Those were good solid hits too. Do I dare try to push this tiny little hollow pill out to 240 yards? I don't know. Screw it. Let's try 240. I'm gonna need my little wooden thing though. Alright, so I've got my little wooden doodad here. We'll get set up and try 240. Oh yeah, it's just about there. I don't know if you'll be able to see that white silhouette against the white snow. I don't know if I'll be able to see the white silhouette against the white snow. All right, here we go. 240. I will be damned. Never would have guessed that. I hope you can hear the bullet hitting. That's amazing with a hollow core bullet. Don't screw it up now. Well, hell, I guess we got to take 3 more. Okay, we've got 2 more, it looks like. These cartridges come in these little blue boxes with a white stripe on them, but you absolutely can't miss them with their white tip and what looks like a .30 carbine bullet loaded into the case. So we'll put a full 5 rounds in the mag and see what happens here. Wish me luck. That is absolutely amazing. Iron sights. Yeah, maybe there's nothing wrong with the sights on my 30-30. Maybe that was all me. And basically no weight, and a terrible ballistic coefficient. Now I don't get that nice bong sound that you get with the 35 or the 30-30, but I'm definitely hitting that steel. And these round nose bullets don't feed very well, unfortunately. But luckily this is just fun range ammo. Pretty sure that was a hit also. Insane. Yeah, they don't feed great. I can't help myself. We've only got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We've got 11 rounds left. So it looks like there's 15 in a box. It's kind of a weird setup, but let's shoot them up. I'm going to come back to 153 though. You can hear it hit a little bit better. Yeah, I'm going to shoot 5 more at 153, and then I'll shoot my last 4 rounds at 120. At anything over 120, though, it really doesn't move the. It really does not move the silhouette at all. It does move the silhouette a little bit, even at 153. I just can't believe how accurate these loads are. Leave it to the Czechs. This might not make bad varmint ammo. Last 4 rounds. You know what? 120 just seems too easy at this point. I think we take the last 4 out at 240 again. The microphone is more facing towards the steel when you're looking at me, so perhaps you'll be able to hear it hit a little bit better at 240, assuming I can hit at 240, but so far it's been nothing short of amazing. Quite a bit of heat mirage off this barrel. It's only about 25 degrees out here. I'm getting a lot of distortion off of the barrel. But it doesn't matter. I don't think I'll get rid of this rifle anytime soon.
Have you go cold for a couple minutes?
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, so a brief little interlude there. I got 2 rounds left, I think, and we'll take these last 2 shots at 240. The barrel has had a chance to cool down a little bit. Absolutely amazing. Now with my 30-30 from last week, I really do think it may be that aperture just being too large, because with these iron sights I'm having, this is a fairly tight standard little military rear sight. I'm having no trouble hitting 240. Even with these ridiculously light hollow core bullets. So, yeah, so to say that I was amazed by this ammo, and actually, frankly, this carbine as well, would be a real understatement. Pretty amazing. I don't know if this ammo is still available anywhere. If you can find some. Oh, by the way, this is BXN is the factory code on this. Obviously, it's Czech. That might be cellular and below. And the date code is 66. Oh, I got a split neck there. Anyway, doesn't matter. You can't reload these. Anyway, do keep in mind, like all 7.62x54, surplus ammo, this is going to be corrosive. And actually, with the velocities that you get out of this, it's probably not great for barrel erosion, so you probably would not want to shoot tons and tons of this through your Mosin Nagant. Of course, it'd be a great cartridge to get kids familiarized. Despite the rather dramatic muzzle flash and muzzle blast, there's very little recoil, although actually, there was quite a bit more recoil than I remembered, but my shoulder feels fine after firing about 30 rounds or so. So, anyway, until next time, I'll get this edited up and posted. I got some other things planned. I had something different planned for today, but again, the post office kind of screwed me over. But anyway, when I post my next video, I hope to see each of you here then. Later, guys.